We'll be washing later. But you know what? The whole idea of taking our shoes off, for one, it is a symbol for each of us. The reason we decided to do the Barefoot Miles was it's hard for us to get our heads around starting, doing something that's in our control, especially when you start talking about issues as big as, you know, going all the way across to Africa and thinking about kids that are struggling with AIDS or people struggling with access to clean water. It seems so big that it kind of stops you in your tracks. No pun intended. But the idea of taking your shoes off allows each of us to understand what basic things we take for granted and what basic things we can give, and how easy it is for us to make a difference in somebody else's life. When we started this process, our own personal walk, a few years ago, we took an unexpected trip to Africa, not as because we were inspired by friends of ours, people that we respected, that were giving away something of theirs, a business, a technology company, and they went and they said, you know, we can help a hospital with the technology that we have. We can give it away. We went there to learn. What we saw was not just seeing poverty for the first time, because we've been lucky in many ways to see the world and get to see people struggling with much less than we have in this country. But what we really saw as three guys was the fact that it's our peers that are struck with the issues of AIDS especially. And poverty just goes hand in hand with that. When you take somebody, a pregnant mother that has HIV, and she can't get access to clean water, she can't get an education, she doesn't have a job, the infrastructure around her is crumbling. The idea of saving your own life and your child's life from a disease is a second thought. You know, you just want to be able to eat. You want to be able to live daily. So we started last year with this idea, well, what if we could just, each of us do something together? Anybody can do this walk. And we'll give shoes. And last year, the goal was to start with Tom's shoes. Who's got a pair of Tom's? Anybody have Tom's? I know there's some hands. Okay. So Tom's is a great example for all of us, because they started a business, and they said, you know what, we can give shoes every time we sell a pair. And through walks all over the country, last year we did 48 walks. And through those walks, and through thousands of people like you guys, many of which walked here in Columbus a year ago, less than a year ago, we helped give thousands of shoes and helped Tom's reach their goal of 50,000 pairs of shoes. And that was because one person at a time was buying a pair of shoes, taking a walk. And in November of last year, we went and we literally put those shoes on kids' feet one at a time. And, you know, that wasn't because of some grand thing. That was because of you guys showing up. So after, you know, doing those 48 last year and continuing the walks early this year, what we saw from you guys and from all of us talking about it was